All right, buckle up because today we are diving into the clown car of logic. That is the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass's brain. On full exhibit for anyone with a cable subscription, feeling like engaging in some schadenfreude.
I just have to say that if you dial back time and go to Friday, if immigration raids had not happened here, we would not have the disorder that went on last night. I will tell you that.
Guys, as we get started, make sure to thumb up this video. It costs you absolutely nothing. And if you like this content and you're new, subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts. She literally stated, if immigration raids didn't happen, we wouldn't have had riots in Los Angeles last night. Wow, Karen, great logic. I know that because you're black, no one will tell you, but I'm going to, in my best Southie accent, where I was born, for emphasis. You're fucking retarded. It's like a bank robber whining, if the cops didn't bust into our heist, we wouldn't have had to spray the lobby with an AK-47. Stay away. Yeah, genius. If you just let the criminals do their thing, everything's chill. No raids, no riots, just vibes and lawlessness. Welcome to Karen's utopia, where the only thing that's being deported is common sense. This, my friends, is peak LA logic. It's like saying, if we didn't ask that squatter to leave our house, he wouldn't have set our couch on fire. Or if we hadn't opposed the Third Reich soldiers taking over and marching through Europe, not one single soul would have had to been shot. And instead, today we could all be listening harmoniously to mandatory Wagner concertos. Plus no Israel. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm actually pro-Israel. But every single one of these vandals, these looters that she calls protesters, plus her Marxist self, are not exactly in favor of the Jewish state. So I imagine that she would abide by this logic. Karen, she's basically arguing that enforcing the law is the real crime here. Like, guys, if we just let everybody do whatever, steal catalytic converters without fighting back, allow every homeless person to camp out in your backyard and bring them tea, maybe start a fight club in the Whole Foods parking lot, set fires in the hills, because they're homeless and oppressed and thus untouchable. Well, if we all did that, LA would be heaven if we just allowed everybody to do exactly what they want. Sure, Karen. And if we let the pigeons run City Hall, we'd have free avant-garde street art on every car windshield. Which frankly is preferable to the fires that you sponsored inside of these same vehicles. And then she's got the gall to side-eye Donald Trump like he's the bad guy for saying, hey, maybe we should have borders. Oh, how dare he uphold immigration laws? What a monster, trying to make sure the country isn't a free-for-all Airbnb for anyone with a bus ticket and a dream of handouts that the Democrats offered everybody who crossed the border the last 4 years. She's out here pretending that if we just ignore the whole illegal entry thing, everyone will hold hands and sing Kumbaya in the streets. No riots, no chaos, just a big old block party with free tacos and zero consequences. This is what happens when you let LA's mayor binge watch too much MSNBC and chug oat milk lattes paid for by the taxpayers while drafting policy. Karen's living in a fantasy land where laws are just polite suggestions, like RSVPing to a wedding or not double dipping in the guac. I'm looking at you, George Costanza. Don't enforce immigration laws and everything's going to be groovy. Yeah, and if we don't enforce traffic laws, we'll all just peacefully bumper car our way to work. If we don't enforce tax laws, the IRS will send us glittery thank you notes instead of audits. Karen Bass is out here cosplaying as the fairy godmother of anarchy, waving her wand and saying, let's just all vibe our way through this pesky rule of law nonsense. We don't wish to abide. Wake up, Karen. You're not running a yoga retreat. You're the mayor of a major city. Riots aren't happening because of ICE raids. They're happening because people know they can act like complete lunatics and you'll just blame it on Trump's mean tweets. You're out here giving a hall pass to chaos while pointing the finger at the guy who's like, maybe, just maybe we should check IDs before we hand out the keys to the country. Keep this up and Los Angeles is going to look like a Mad Max reboot. It already kind of does in the Palisades, which you let burn down. And you're going to be in a Prius handing out kombucha to the warlords. Get a grip, Karen Bass, because it ain't the city of angels any longer. Because the demons today are in the midst of a state-sponsored blue team sacrifice of the tax-paying citizens to your Marxist God of equity. And even with that shown in the open, you bare your fangs publicly at Donald Trump for daring to interfere.